Good evening. Good evening, folks. How are you this evening? I hope you are really well. I have got such a story to tell. Over the last couple of days, you will be amazed at what I have actually done. Not just me, but many other women as well. And excuse me, I'm looking extremely disheveled tonight. In my head, this is the whole Stevie Nicks look. In actual fact, it's probably more Wurzel Gummidge. I have been through the rinser and the mill. So tonight I'm going to be talking to you about networking and the 3 lessons that you can learn from networking that can really boost your business. And I'm doing that because I have been on almost what you would call a networking-a-thon. You could call it that. So I'm going to talk to you about that tonight because I think it's really important when you've just done something to talk about it in real time and the real impact that things like this can have on you as an individual, as an entrepreneur, as your business, the impact it can have on your business in terms of growth, in terms of expansion, in terms of your thinking. So we're going to be exploring 3 things tonight that are really powerful about networking. So I'm going to start where I normally start, looking a little bit Wurzel Gummidge, by introducing myself. So for those of you that don't know me, I am Mandy Nicholson, and I am the Creative Genius Consultant. I'm an artist, I'm an author, and I'm a creative retreat owner here in Scotland, in Dalbeattie, and I help creative women to launch, grow, and scale their businesses and make more money. I'm going to start by saying that networking for me has been something that I have just done for years now. Now, many years ago, it was all very stuffy, and you would turn up at breakfast meetings in formal suits with high heels that hurt, with a load of stuffy men in suits that were all sort of talking themselves up and bigging their businesses up and making you feel like you didn't fit in. Now, if you're anything like me, I didn't feel like I fit in. So when I first came across Mums in Business International, and I'm going to do a big shout out to that tonight because that's where I was last night, one of the many things I've done in the last couple of days. I was delighted because here was a networking event for women, and it didn't matter if you had children, you could bring them and you could go in your jeans, you could go in your joggers, I could go in my paint splattered shirt. Hi, Zaria. It's just one of the best things. And I've been going since the very, very start, 6 years now. I've been going to Mums, and I have never been to the stuffy suit networking meetings since. And I think it really triggered a whole reaction in the marketplace of women's networking groups. And I think it's an amazing thing. So last night I drove from Dalbeattie to Perth, which is about just under a 3-hour drive, to attend the Scottish Mums in Business event with the CEO of Mums in Business International, Leona Burton, attending in person and helping to run this amazing event with Becky Gilchrist, who is the Mums in Business leader for Scotland, and some of the other amazing leaders, most of the Scottish leaders and some English leaders there as well. And, I don't know how many, maybe about 100 women or so, possibly more, possibly slightly less. But I was in a room with 100 amazing women. The energy and the vibe in that room was amazing. So I spent a good couple of hours networking in Perth last night. I'm going to take you back to networking in a minute. I then drove from Perth to Northumberland with an amber weather warning, because I'm an idiot, to stay at my friend's house, my best friend, Naomi, who lives in Glanton in Northumberland, and it was thick snow by the time I got there. I avoided most of the way, but it was thick snow when I got there. I then drove to Newcastle this morning for a different type of networking meeting. So I'm going to talk about both of them tonight and why both are important. And then back up to Northumberland to visit my mum, pick up a load of furniture for the bistro, and then back to Dalbeattie. So I've been driving for about 12 hours in total over the last 36. I'm exhausted. I'm literally in the house half an hour, as you can tell. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump on and I'm going to talk about this. And I'm going to give you 3 lessons to be learned and taken away from networking as an activity that you should be doing in your business. So number 1, and this is a really corny cliche thing, but I'm going to say it anyway, because it's true. Your network is your net worth. I have been networking with mums in business for 6 years. I have met some amazing women. I have them on my network. I am top of mind for them. They are top of mind for me. It's such a cohesive relationship for both of your businesses, because it really helps you to get traction. Word of mouth always was and always will be one of the best marketing tools that you can have in your business. Because if you've made an impression on somebody, or if somebody's had a great experience with you or your business, they're going to tell on average 10 people. So if you can be in a room of 100 people and you can have an impact even on 10 of those people, they're going to go away and tell 10 people. You are spreading your business name, your skills over a huge network of people. This is good for your business, because when people are talking about you, it's good for business. People check you out. They go and have a look at your website. They're wondering, who is this Mandy Nicholson that people are talking about? So you need to be networking, because it really does have an impact on your net worth, your sales, your loyalty in your business, the people that might just come and buy from you that never would have heard from you about you before. So really, if you want to grow your business, you have got to step into the world of networking. Now, there are loads of networking groups that are online, and I've mentioned Becky Gilchrist here. She's the Mums in Business International leader for Scotland and leader for Dundee and Angus. And she does online networking meetings every month because she has a medical condition that excludes her from being in public places too often. She made it last night, all masked up. She made it last night. It was lovely to see her, but she can't do that all the time. So she runs her meetings online on Zoom. And during COVID, these meetings were held on Zoom. We kept the networking going. Leona, the CEO, kept the networking going through COVID. And it's a wonderful thing. And, this is something, if you're not doing in your business right now, I want to ask you the question, why you're not doing it? Why have you not found a networking groove that works for you? And why you're not attending that regularly? Because it will make a difference. So that's number 1. Your network is your net worth. Look at networking, put it into your diary as one of the things you do at least once a month. At least once a month. Every month I drive to Glasgow. It's nearly a 2-hour drive, and I go and I do a 2-hour networking meeting with the lovely Zaria and the Glasgow ladies. And it's an amazing group of women. I've made some great friends, and it's good for business. Number 2, it will give you inspiration and motivation. You will be inspired by other women who have built businesses from nothing, who have worked hard, who have learned lessons, who have made mistakes. They will inspire you. This in turn will motivate you to go and push through some of the difficulties that you're experiencing, some of the barriers that you may have come across or have come across in the past or may come across in the future. Because when you are mingling and networking with women that have got stories, and we've all got stories, and it's a place of storytelling, isn't it? When you meet other women, we are great at telling stories with each other. And it inspires and motivates you. You will drive away from that networking meeting feeling like you can. And that's the second reason that you should go to networking, and why it will have an amazing impact on your business. Because if you are inspired and you are motivated, then you are going to be better as the CEO in your business. You're going to think better. You're going to think slicker. You're going to make connections that potentially you wouldn't have made had you not been inspired or motivated. So that's the second reason that networking is really, really good for your business. And the third reason is that it's going to challenge you and it's going to generate ideas. Okay, so most of the time as the CEO in your little business, no matter where you are, whether you've scaled it or whether you're just starting out, it's a lonely space. There's only you. Yeah, there's nobody to challenge you and say, that's a rubbish idea, Mandy, or have you thought that through properly, or have you considered this? And there's nobody for you to really mind map or brainstorm with and generate ideas. Whereas if you are in a group, you're listening to somebody else and there's conversations being passed around and you are feeling challenged and you are feeling creative with your ideas. You can come away with a whole notebook full of ideas. I certainly did last night and I have done again today. So that's why networking, that's another reason why networking is good for your business. Okay, so it's not just about turning up and having a chat with a few people. This is about building your network, building your net worth. It's about being inspired and motivated. And it's about feeling challenged and coming up with creative ideas. So last night's meeting was a big group with lots of women and we did activities and it was great. And I came away with loads of ideas and I met some amazing women. Today was my peer group networking. So a smaller group where we meet every month. We meet quarterly in person and monthly on Zoom. And these ladies are, let's just say, seasoned. I'm not going to say older like me. We are seasoned. We're experienced. And it's a different level. We have a level of trust in each other's abilities and experiences. So in the room is the CEO of a huge charity and hospice in Newcastle, is the CEO who is a property developer and a Reiki practitioner and the Queen of Calm. There's a writer, author, storyteller, dancer, and script writer and TV expert in the room. There's me, little old me, but there's a lot. There's decades and decades of experience in that networking meeting, and we really thrashed through what our challenges are and what we're promising to do for the month. So two very different networking meetings, two very different levels of thought processes, of challenges, of motivation and inspiration for me. So for the last 2 days, that's all I've been doing. I have literally been out the house for 36 hours, slept for a few hours, driven for lots of hours. My brain is full, ready, brimming with ideas and connections, and I've met some awesome people. That can't be bad for business. It's never bad for business. So I know a lot of you that are starting out are wondering where you're going to find time for this. Now, you don't have to be mad like me and do that over 2 days and drive all over Scotland and Northumberland. Yet find your local networking group. Mums in Business is massive and there will be a group near you. So there's the main group, which has about 70,000 women in it. And then there are lots of groups around this country and other countries abroad. Find your local group. Find out when the next meeting is. And just go, because they're a great bunch. You'll be welcomed. You won't feel like it's not cliquey like the school gates. It's great. Or there might be other networking events nearby for you. Find them and go. No matter the fear that you're feeling or the doubt that you have, go. Because it will make a huge difference to your confidence. It will make a huge difference to your business. And like I said, the three things, your network is your net worth, your motivation and your inspiration, and you will feel challenged and you will generate better quality creative ideas. Those are the three benefits of networking that can boost your business that I want you to take on board tonight. So Wurzel Gummidge is done now. Yeah, the Wurzel Gummidge is done for the night. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I'm exhausted but buzzing. And it's down to making the effort to get out of the house and go and network with these amazing, inspiring women. I want you to do the same. If you're watching this now and you're on the cusp or you've never done it before, I want it in your diary. This week, I want you to go and have a look at what there is near you. I want you to put it in your diary as an income producing activity. This will produce income for you now, soon, or in the future. I promise you that. So have an amazing week. I know it's a short one tonight, but that's all I need to say. I don't need to go on and on about it. You've got your actions. I hope you've enjoyed it. I am now going to a very important telephone call from somebody who I can't tell you why or what it's about, but I will see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Have an awesome week.